What is up, guys? Welcome back to Late Night Frights. I'm Chris Brock, the co-leader, and this week is a theme week. But before I get into this theme, I just want to say happy late Thanksgiving to you guys. We took our Thanksgiving break, and it was really cool to actually have a week where we didn't have to make videos. I love making videos for you guys, and I know all the other members do as well. But it was cool to kind of have that extra time to spend with our family, and yeah, I had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys did as well. But for this week's theme, it's not a very complicated theme at all. It's actually a pretty simple theme, and that is our found footage theme. It's very self-explanatory. I mean, found footage is a popular genre. I'm not a huge fan, because they just throw out so many, over the last 2 or 3 years, there's been so many of them. I just feel like they're trying to just really force us to like it, I think they're okay. Some of them are actually really good, and then some of them are, to be honest, some of them are terrible. But there's tons of examples. The Blair Witch Project, Paranormal Activity, Cloverfield. I mean, there's so many. And I decided to go with one of the Paranormal Activity films, and it's one that I picked up a few months back, and that is Paranormal Activity, the Marked One. Okay, so pretty much the plot of Paranormal Activity, the Marked Ones, I think it takes place, I was trying to say it was set in, but it takes place in 2012, and it's set in California. And it's pretty much centered around a kid named Jesse. He just recently graduated high school, and he lives with his father and his grandmother. And in the apartment down below from theirs lives this woman named Anna. And pretty much everybody thinks that she's a witch or something like that. She's just not right. She's a very weird individual. And one night she gets murdered. And pretty much the police suspect that it is I think it's a former classmate. I could be right. It's been a while since I've seen this film. I think it was a former classmate of Jesse named Oscar. They think it's him because they see him fleeing the scene. And yeah, pretty much from there, Jesse and his friend Hector go, into Anna's house, which is totally not cool. I mean, that's totally disobeying the law. That's a crime scene. They go into her house and they find all this weird stuff, all these black magic items, and they actually find a picture of Jesse. So that's as far as I'm going to go into it. I don't want to spoil the whole movie, but that's pretty much the basic plot of Paranormal Activity, the Marked Ones. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the acting and directing. Just going to start off by, talking about the directing. I don't know who the director of this film is. I'm trying to find it here at the bottom. Kind of crazy. It has nothing about the cast. Well, I don't know who the director is, but he didn't do a bad job. I didn't think it was a terribly directed film. I didn't think it was a cinematic masterpiece of a film. It's what you expect from a Paranormal Activity film, pretty much. I thought the directing was decent, and it wasn't bad. There's no shots that kind of made me, ask myself, why did they do that? Why did they do that shot? But there was nothing that really impressed me, and going to move on to the acting. That's how I feel. It's pretty much what you expect from a Paranormal Activity film. They're relatively unknown actors in this film. I don't know anybody in this film, besides towards the end, because you do get a few cameos, a few tie-ins to the other films. So I thought that was pretty cool. I think, the guy who played Jesse, Hector, Oscar, the girl, I forgot her name. But I thought they did a decent job. I mean, they felt like real people in this situation. So, I didn't think the acting was bad, but I didn't think it was great. So that's really how I feel. I think the directing and acting is pretty much what you expect. But it's not as bad as people say, the acting and directing normally is for Paranormal Activity films. I wasn't impressed, but I didn't think it was near as bad as people slam these type of films for. So that's how I feel about the acting and directing. But yeah, guys, this here is pretty much it from our review of Paranormal Activity, the Marked Ones. It's just one of those films that I can't really go into because I can just really express my opinions on it with a very, just a very few amount of words. I liked it when I was watching it. A month or two afterwards, I just forgot about it, and I haven't watched it since I watched it for the first time. I forgot when this came out. I think it came out like January. And I haven't went back and rewatched it. I just really don't feel the need to do that. There's some stuff in there I did like, and yeah, it was mainly towards the end. If the end was, like if the full film was as action-packed how the ending was, I would have probably liked it a lot more. But if you're an average moviegoer, I probably wouldn't recommend this film to you. The only reason I would recommend this movie would be if you're a Paranormal Activity fan. If you really do like the movies, that'd be the only reason that I would recommend this. If you're, typical horror fan who hasn't really gotten into the Paranormal Activity films or really don't like them, I probably would not recommend this. But there is some stuff that is enjoyable about this film. But overall, it's kind of disappointing from all the talk and all the hype that I heard about. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it. Would not recommend it unless you're a diehard Paranormal Activity fan. But that is pretty much it for my review. Leave a comment down below. What do you think of the marked ones? And yeah, I'm going to leave our Facebook link and our website link down in the description. Please go check that out. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.